clearly important in many UK industries. Here's just some examples. This is some dominant, some very prominent UK industries. It's certainly not exhaustive. Automotive industry, aero-acoustics is a key part of that, particularly with, say, electric cars. So the power plant becoming quieter, so wind noise, aerodynamic noise is clearly becoming more and more important. Wind turbines, we have representatives from Vestas, large fans, essentially large blades, rotating quite slowly with high Mach numbers at the tip. Aerospace, which funds a lot of my work, Rolls-Royce. Aero-acoustics is obviously right at the centre. Domestic appliances, we have representatives from Dyson, for example, and they're interested in aerodynamic noise, certainly the noise from tiny little motors, very, very small, but rotate extremely quickly, extremely noisy. So here's just some examples where aeroacoustics is absolutely essential. And what is common to all of those, clearly, is an absolute requirement for understanding of fundamental principles. Advanced measurement methods, we need to measure the noise, understand the sources of noise. We need to develop advanced noise reduction technologies. And we need to be able to develop CFD prediction methods for predicting the unsteady pressure, the noise. So those are just some examples, but extremely difficult things to do. And I think it's probably fair to say that there's real expertise in all of those industries, but fair to say that there's very little interaction between them. So gaps, I mean, I think there's clearly a gap in the understanding and prediction of fan noise, for example. This is an area that's kind of close to my heart. All of those examples I just gave you essentially involve fans, very small ones at high speed, very large ones at lower speeds, but essentially kind of fan noise sources. And really, we still, even today, we still don't really understand the precise mechanisms of fan noise generation over the range of parameters of interest in all those industries, Reynolds number, Mach numbers, frequencies. The effect of installation, you take a quiet fan and you install it in a product, its noise completely changes. Measurement techniques for source location, absolutely key that we know where the acoustic sources are. Wind tunnel methods, you want to put your device in a wind tunnel and you measure the noise sources. You need quite sophisticated measurement techniques for extracting the noise sources. And then increasingly there's an interest in noise reduction techniques inspired by nature, for example. Nature clearly knows what it's doing. There's some very effective treatments. Oh, very quickly. And how do you extrapolate from a laboratory to kind of full scale? So this is really, I think, my view of where the gaps are. The opportunities for collaboration are absolutely clear, and then they kind of follow on from the points I've just made. All of those industries that I've mentioned and many others have kind of common requirements, and yet we don't speak. So, for example, there's real opportunities for jointly developing low-mix technologies for aero-acoustic applications. Identification of generic problems. Now, clearly there's some IP issues associated with industries talking to each other, but certainly we could identify generic problems that we could all work on and learn from each other. We don't have a national test facility for advanced instrumentation in aeroacoustics, and it would be great to identify some aeroacoustic benchmark problems for CFD solutions that we can all work on collectively without revealing IP. Okay, so why is SGM needed as a mechanism? Well, again, it's reasonably obvious to bring together industry and academic partners with common requirements. Okay, to act as an impartial focal point to assist UK industry with their acoustic problems. To develop, as I said, the low noise flow devices, robust source location methods, better assessment of the accuracy of low fidelity CFD prediction methods. Extremely difficult thing to do to predict acoustics, aeroacoustics using CFD. And yet there's real expertise in the companies not really being discussed jointly. And also kind of robust methods that we can all use to locate aeroacoustic sources on large aero engine fans, for example, on small industrial domestic appliance fans and wind turbines over a whole range of scales. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say.